Back. Welcome to another episode of Adult Business Owner Moments with your host, Sadon Long. Who do we serve? We serve anybody who is 35 plus and above who owns a business and wakes up every morning going, man, I really need more sales. Well, today, what we're talking about is how to use Facebook Lives if you need more sales. So maybe somebody who's watching right now or will watch this later is going, man, I really need more sales. And I see people going live, but how do you use Facebook Live to get sales? Here, first thing you got to do in order to use Facebook Live to get sales is to get people to watch. So ultimately, we're trying to get you to the point where you can get sales, but the first thing you need to do in order to get people to buy from you is get people to watch. So step one in the 7 gets is get attention. So here's how we get that attention. Okay. The first thing you do if people aren't watching your Facebook lives and you really need them to is to switch up your times. So according to Google, the most busy time on Facebook is between 7 and 9 a.m. Now let me be clear. According to Google, the time where the most people are interacting with Facebook is between 7 and 9 a.m. Now, I imagine that goes across the board because that's typically when people get up in the morning. So, the busiest time is between 7 and 9. Now, if you're a business owner and you're trying to get people to watch your lives, and you're trying to get people to buy from you, that means that you probably have to get up at 6, get set up, and be able to go live between 7 and 9. You know, typically what I do is I get up about 6, I put together my notes, I look at what I want to talk about that giving day, and then by the time we get into that window, I start either posting reels or I actually do go live. So what you want to do is you want to try to figure out exactly when between that 7 and 9 you can go on. Now, here's the second thing. Now, even though people are on between 7 and 9, that does not mean that's the only time that you post. Okay. Nor does that mean that is the best time for you and your clients. If you have clients who the time that they're most likely to be watching is after 9 at night, then either you go live at night or you start posting reels at night so that you can then get those clients. Okay. Now, the reason you want to do it at night, if your clients are up at night, is for 2 reasons. Number one, the reason you want to post at night is because people are watching before they go to bed. So if you put content out before they go to bed, you'll be the first thing that is on their mind when they wake up. You know, one of the best and biggest clients I've ever gotten went to bed thinking about digital marketing and woke up the next morning and saw one of my lives and hired me. So again, if you put content out at night, remember you're going to be the first thing on their mind when they wake up in the morning. Okay. And the second thing, and if you've been watching these lives, you've been watching these videos, which you should, you also want to know when the trigger point for a person to need your product or service is. Okay. So if the trigger point for your service is like, say, relaxation, more than likely it is after people had a long, frustrating day. Okay. I come from recruiting, I come from sales training, and one of the things that really made it easy for me to get sales was I had people picking up the phone calling me after they got off work because something happened at work. You know, they got a write up. Somebody yelled at them. Somebody threatened them. Somebody said, something that triggered them needing to call me. Okay. So if you're going to do videos at night, then you need to talk about all of the things that happen during the day that would trigger a sale. So again, those small little tweaks go a long way. A small little tweak in time, a small little tweak in what you're saying and what you're focusing on when you say it, they all have huge benefits. A small adjustment can make all the difference. So again, when I say difference, I mean difference in the amount of sales you get, difference in the quality of customers you get. I mean difference in how well your business runs or doesn't run. Okay. Now, number two, if you want more people to watch your Facebook lives and you need them to buy from you, is switch up your topics. Okay. So again, switch up your topics if you want more people to watch. Okay. So if you want more people to watch, start posting about things that they're interested in. Okay. So if you're a business owner, and that's primarily what I talk to, 35 plus, people who own businesses, people who are self-funded, people who need to recoup the money they've invested, people who are trying to get to a point where the business runs smooth and they could spend more quality time with their family and loved ones. Okay. So switch up your topics. What are the things that you know your clients have questions about? What are the things that your clients are thinking about watching? What are the things that are going to help them get closer to the ideal outcome that you can help them create? Okay. So for me, right now, it's the holidays. So people are like, man, how do I make this the best holiday season ever? So what did I do? I made a video about it. Okay. People are struggling to get people to watch their Facebook lives. So what did I do? I made a video about it. Okay. So again, you want to have the topics that your customers are going to want to watch. Okay. If you are a hairdresser, you need to have hair topics. You know that they're worried about alopecia. You know that they're worried about losing baby hair. You know that they're worrying about, you know, different things and concerning that they have different things that they're concerned about. So you want to make the videos about things that they're concerned about. You don't want to make the videos about you. Okay. And in the context of the videos, you offer your help. So again, you want to switch up your topics if people aren't watching. Okay. Switch up your topics to something that people are interested in. If you're somebody who's just trying to get more likes and views and get more visual, talk about the hot topics and how the hot topics affect your business owners. The hot topics affect your clients and customers. How the hot topics affect whoever it is that you're trying to get sales from. Because whatever that hot topic is, they'll probably watch it. If you follow sports, when Coach Prime got hired, I don't care what the outlet was, they had something to say about Coach Prime. Why? Because they knew that the algorithm was picking up everything that Coach Prime was talking about. So that's what you do. You turn it to the topics that you know. When Will slapped Chris, people made videos about it. And people you didn't really even know were showing up in your algorithm. So if you want to show up in the algorithms for other people, start making videos about the topics that you know people have an interest in. And if you're a business owner, then you definitely want to talk about pain, problems, solutions, and outcomes. Again, if you're a business owner and you want people to watch your lives, want people to watch your videos, want people to watch your reels, want people to watch your posts, you want to talk about the pain, the problems, the outcomes, how you can get over the pain and problem and get the outcome you want. Because again, why would I watch something that doesn't help me get what I want? It just makes no sense. Okay. So for you at home right now, before you go to work, if you're thinking, man, I need to go live today, go live and talk about something that is directly attached to what your customer is trying to get to. It's cold outside. If you sell any type of creams, you want to make videos about how cold weather will affect skin so that you can then talk about how your product helps them overcome the cold weather. Okay, so there we go. Now the next thing you want to do is switch up your headlines, man. Yeah, a lot of us struggle to get views and to get people to watch and to get people to tune in and to get people engaged because the headlines don't say watch me. Again, now the topic is something that is important to them. The headline has to be something that is important to them too. The first thing I would definitely say that you need to start doing is how-to videos. Now, mind you, this is something I'm doing for me. This is something I've done for clients, and I've generated millions of dollars, not a million, millions of dollars. So you want to do how-to videos. What are how-to videos? How-to are simply looking at what your clients are interested in and then making a video about how they can do it better, how they can do it easier, how can they avoid failure, how can they have a quicker, more smooth path to whatever it is that you want to do, how can they do it cheaper. So I mean, there's so many different angles you can go when you start talking about how-to videos. You could say how to lose weight in 10 weeks. And that leads me to another little structural thing that you want to do when you do your how-to video. Now, if you want your how-to videos to stand out, okay, you go how-to, whatever the problem is, how to lose weight. Okay, so let's just say the videos how to lose weight or how to get a clean home. Well, let's use clean home because people always use weight. Now you want to put time. Okay, how to get a clean house in less than 20 minutes. Okay, so now I'm going to show you something I know you're curious about because the holidays are coming. Okay, matter of fact, put the holidays on there. I'm sorry, man. I'm kind of tripping this morning, but how to get a clean house. So, how-to video, whatever the problem is, then you add time in 20 minutes or less. Okay, then you take context and you add context to it by saying this holiday season, for the 4th of July, for Labor Day, for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, for Easter. Okay, so here's the formula. How to, whatever the problem is, add a time limit and then add some context with whatever the season, date, holiday, whatever it is, you add that to the end. How to get more or less of whatever it is you want. How to get more or less whatever you want in less time. This, whatever it is. Okay, so there's a formula that I just gave you that you can use immediately to start helping you this holiday season. Notice what I just did. There's a formula that you can start using immediately this holiday season. See? Holiday season, time limit, all of those things are things that you want to focus on when you're doing this so that you can get the best results possible. Now, the last thing that we're going to discuss, and this is not the only thing, it's just the last thing we're going to discuss today. So maybe I'll do a second video. If you want me to do a second video, man, make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you leave your comments. And we'll do a second video, and I'll maybe give you 3 more things that you can do because I know that this is very important to you. So the last thing you want to do is get right to it. Let's talk about the 3-second rule. You have 3 seconds to get a customer's attention. 3 seconds. Okay. So in 3 seconds, they need to see the topic, see the headline, click the video, and start watching. So let's just say you get the headline and you get the topic right, but then you take too long getting to what it is that they're watching for. Still doesn't help you. Okay. So you got 2 things right, but if you don't get that 3rd thing right, it doesn't help you. So again, topic, headline, time, and now you need to focus on getting right to it. Don't waste a whole bunch of time with warm up. Don't waste a whole bunch of time with dead air. Get right to it. Okay. Because again, you only have 3 seconds. Here's an example. If you've ever watched a movie and the first 3 or 4 minutes were slow, how likely are you to watch that movie to the end? Okay. You're more than likely turned. You more than likely started watching something else. You more than likely moved on with your day because time is valuable and people have very little of it. So if people are going to give you time, which is the most precious thing on the earth, you need to give them a reward for watching. Okay. And the reward for watching is getting right to the thing that they want as soon as possible. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Here's what we're talking about today. Let's get right to it. That's what you want to do. Thank you for tuning in today. Here's what we're talking about. Let's get right to it. Okay. Thank you for tuning in today. Here's what we're talking about. Let's get right to it. That way you get right into it and you keep them watching past the 3-second mark, which is going to do two things for you. Number one, is going to give you a better chance of getting a sale. But number two, it's going to then put you on the radar of the algorithm, okay, which now means a lot because people are watching. And if they see people are watching, then they're going to help you get more people to watch. Now, the reason they're going to help you get more people to watch is because that's how they sell ad time. Their goal is to keep you on their platform, i.e., in this particular case, Facebook, and off of the ones that they don't own. So if my goal is to keep you on Facebook and Instagram, okay, and I found some talent, I found someone you find interesting or that you might find interesting, of course I'm going to put that on your timeline. Of course I'm going to suggest that because that's going to keep you on my platform. So Facebook wants to help you. What did I get the other day that I was really excited about because I've been off social media for a while? I got, hey, you're now someone that we're going to recommend to other people who might be interested in what you're talking about. Okay, cool. So that means my reach is now broadening. So if you are putting out videos, doing Facebook Lives, doing Reels, and you're doing them at a time when people are going to watch and you're talking about something that they want to know about and you're getting right to the thing that they want to know, Facebook is going to help you. I imagine the same thing works with TikTok. The same thing works with Twitter, or X now. The same thing works with YouTube. The same thing works with Instagram or any other platform. If people are watching you, they're going to help you. Now, in the process of them helping you, you have to help yourself. Okay, so if they're promoting your videos and you're jumping in, you're in the algorithm, then you need to make content that makes people want to know more about your business and not just you. Whether it's excerpts from your book. Speaking of excerpts from your book, make sure you pick up The Big Picture, #1 book for people who don't come from money, who are trying to get money this holiday season. If your goal is to have the best 2024 possible, that's a great book. Back to what I was saying though. But again, if they're going to help you, you got to help yourself. Notice I just brought up a product that I contributed to. It's Dwayne Ransford and I, and it's a book that's going to help you. So notice how I weaved in my product. Again, I'm going to weave in my product by saying, if you have questions about how we could set up your own sales, Facebook marketing plan, how you can use your Facebook Lives, how you can get a one-on-one training, you go to growingrich.com and click the Make Money Fast button. Or you can, DM me, or you can do whatever. So now that you have attention, now you have to use the attention. Okay. And the reason I'm bringing these things up is because I want you to have the best holiday season ever. I want you to have the type of business that allows you to pay yourself like a really good job, but then also at the same time allows you to pay other people. Okay. Because small businesses are the backbone of the United States. Okay. So that's how a lot of our young people get their start. That's how a lot of people who are retired or need a part-time job, that's how they make their living, or enhance their living. So you are important. And as I always say, I stand with the people who own the businesses because I don't see you as a business owner. I see you as a human being who has needs, wants, desires, good days, bad days. And I want to help you have way more good days and be way more impactful than you could otherwise. So again, use these things that I am giving you. Now let's go back to the top before we get out of here. If people aren't watching your lives and you really need them to watch and buy from you, the first step is to switch up your times. The second step is to switch up your topics. The third step is to improve or change your headlines. And then the last step is to get right to it because you only have 3 seconds. So go back, watch the video from the top, pull out your pen and paper, start figuring out what's the best time for you to post for your client. Start figuring out what are the topics that your client has the most interest in. and then start creating lives teaching them about that. As far as your headlines go, switch up and start doing more how-to videos. There's a formula inside of the video that tells you how to do it. Okay. And then the last thing is get right to it. And there's a formula for that inside the video as well. So make sure that you use these formulas that'll make it a whole lot easier for you to get it done in seconds and get a great result in minutes. So as always, this is your business big bro, Sadon Long, aka the most dangerous man in marketing, with another adult business owner moment. Don't forget, this is always the pre-show before the pod, so make sure that you go over to the Successful Marketing, Sales, and Relationships for Adult Business Owners and Entrepreneurs podcast, hosted by me, best-selling author Sadon Long, and check us out. Share us with your friends. So watch and share. Again, as always, man, I love you, and I'm gonna say it one more time before I get out of here. I stand with the people who own the businesses. So have a great day. God bless. I'm out.